Tree of Logic, a popular black female conservative YouTuber, former police officer, and agnostic atheist.
I knew you would like that part about my resume than anything, Jesse. The fact that I'm an atheist. You like that part, right?
I'm always, first of all, it's good to meet you. I've heard a lot about you, and it's good to meet you. I watched some of your YouTube. I watch your YouTube channel there. It's always odd to me when I meet a black atheist. How did that happen to you?
Well, don't worry. I'm okay. Everything's fine now. It happened to me through being converted from Christianity to Islam, and then finding out just how wicked. Well, hold on. Being converted from Christianity to the Nation of Islam to Sunni Islam, and then realizing that, oh my God, all of this is just a bunch of lies, and then that's when I just left and just started to study all religions. And then I just said, I'm not the type of person that believes that we should never have religion. I actually love Christians. The only woman in my life, the only family member who showed me unconditional love was my dearly departed aunt, who was a heavy Christian. And even when I converted from Christianity to the Nation of Islam, a lot of my family member really bashed me, and a lot of them banned me. But my aunt would always say, well, baby, I'm gonna always pray for you. I'm never gonna stop that. And I'll never forget that, because even my own mother doesn't like me. And it's like, to have this Christian woman show me kindness. I know that when it comes to Western civilization, I want the dominant religion to be Christian. I like the Christian values that a lot of Christians follow, but I'm just not one. So that's just how it happened. I'm not, just because I know a lot of people think that people who don't believe in Christianity are against Christianity. Absolutely not. I love Christians. I don't like what's happening to them right now in the Middle East. There's a Christian genocide that's happening right now. I am actually opposed to that. I'm being censored to talk against it on YouTube, but I do deal with that on my private channel.
Do you believe that there is a God, that he does exist?
No.
Oh, you don't believe that it even exists?
No.
Really? What does your father say about the way you see things now, what you believe?
I am not in contact with my family. I have nothing to do with my family. I had a very, very rough childhood to where my mother and father divorced when I was 5. And because I looked just like my father, my mother started to beat me in frustrations of the relationship that failed between my father and her.
Yeah.
So I was extremely abused, and as I began to get older, I began to get taller and stronger than my mother, and I got to the point at the age of 11 that I was tired of the beating. And when I by reflex grabbed her arm, when she took an extension cord and started to whip me with it, when I grabbed her arm, it shocked me but shocked her. And I remember she beat me worse because I actually stopped her that momentarily, because she's like, I need to teach this child that, and parents back then, I don't think people realize, they said the saying, I brought you into this world, and I'm going to take you out. Yeah. And I remember, looking at the webs on my body, and I said, I'm going to take you out. And I thought to myself, and I'm a Christian back then, and I remember getting on my knees and I said, Jesus, help me. And then I was like, you know what? I got to help myself. And I ran away to live with my father. Now, my father was never abusive. He never put a hand on me, but he was psychologically abusive. And so as I got into, when I left them to go to a historical black college in South Georgia, I made a promise to myself that I'm never coming back. And once, Now, I did keep in contact with my family, but it wasn't until I left religion completely that I decided to say, you know what? I don't like you all. If you weren't my family members, I really wouldn't have anything to do with you whatsoever. So guess what? Don't talk to me. I don't talk to you. We're done. And the only person in my family I would keep in contact with was my aunt. And when she died, now, Jesse, I think you understand, sometimes Black folks show out at funerals.
Oh, yeah.
And I did. I said, when that dearly departed brought my mom, someone who was more to my mother, more to me, of a mother to me than my own biological mother, when that coffin goes down in that hole, I am done with you Negroes. You understand? I was done. I haven't talked to them since.
That's an amazing story. That is, but it's so typical in the Black family, in the Black community. And most people won't deal with it, tell the truth about what's happening in the homes. And as a result of it, it's not being worked out. They're not getting over it. It just happened from generation to generation. Let me ask, have you forgiven your father and mother for failing you?
I have, and I absolutely, I have forgiven them, but I still consider them enemies.
Wow. And have you told them that that you've forgiven them?
Yes.
You did, okay.
But not in a nice way, Jesse.
Oh, well, that's not forgiveness.
No. I don't. I'm going to be respectful on your show and not use profanity. But when I talk to them, I wasn't as kind. It doesn't, just because I used harsh words doesn't mean that I didn't forgive them. It was a way of me expressing that just because I said I forgive you doesn't mean that the door is open for you to come back into my life. So I needed to put emphasis on that by using some, very harsh words that were very disrespectful to them, so that they know that I was serious about we're never going to be in any kind of relationship ever again.
That's amazing. How do you see Black men?
I'm still working on, I got Black men in two categories. And I understand that because I don't have a loving relationship with my father, that it's making a challenge for me to have a loving relationship with Black men.
Yeah.
So I am telling Black men who are either trying to become friends with me or even trying to be, trying to have an intimate relationship with me as far as a partner is concerned, I'm letting them know, no, you need to be careful, because I'm working out some baggage from my own father. The first man I ever loved was not a good man to me.
Yeah.
When I see your Black face, I see my father. So you have to understand that you have to be careful with me. And if I react in an irrational way, this is where it's coming from. Call me on it. Work it with me. But if you get triggered and you give me what I'm looking for, it's going to get worse, and you will be banished out of my life.
That's amazing. Do you have perfect peace?
Oh, yeah.
You have peace within?
Yes, I do.
And what does that feel like?
It feels safe. It feels comforting. It feels blissful. I'm very happy. Yeah.
Do you want to get married and have a family?
I want to get married. Now that I stopped traveling, I will get married one day. I'm in a situation where I came from Germany last year. I was living there for 5 years, and I came to Germany back because of the migrant crisis. And I came back to unfinished business. That's my fault. I let a lot of things. I didn't take care of some business here in America before I went to go live in another country. And now I have to do that. My intentions is to move to Texas, but I don't want to get in a relationship until I get there and I value marriage. I don't want to have children because I am afraid that I will subconsciously do to my children what my mother did to me. I have not received any therapy for that. And I have not had any type of counseling to show me this is how you're supposed to treat children. Right now, the only foul I got is if a child disrespects you. Now, by the way, I don't do this to other people's children. Actually, a lot of people's children love me because I am like their bodyguard and their teacher, and I don't talk to them like children. But it's different when you have someone with your skin color, your eyes, your facial, whatever you see you in what that you created. And I think that's the reason why my mom was so abusive to me, because she saw my father and her in me. Therefore,
Yeah.
because she had self-hatred for herself, and also my father, she decided to beat me to beat herself.